Today, we're going to talk about a truly remarkable story of resilience. It comes from the memoir of Henry Fraser, a young man whose entire world was turned upside down in a single instant, and how he journeyed from just unimaginable despair to finding a new and profound purpose.
This quote right here, it's really the heart of it all. Before we even dive into the story, this captures the incredible mental strength that defines everything Henry went through. It's not about what he lost, you see, but about what he decided he could still control.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. We'll start with Henry's life before the accident. Then we'll cover the split second that changed everything, the dark period that followed, and then the crucial turning point. From there, we'll see how he rebuilt his life and explore the powerful philosophy he lives by now.
Okay, so let's set the scene. We're going back to the summer of 2009. We're meeting Henry Fraser, who's 17 years old and has, well, the entire world at his feet.
I mean, picture this. He was a star athlete at a super prestigious school, a key player on the top rugby team, and he was in Portugal with his best friends on his very first holiday with no parents. His life was just this endless sense of adventure and possibility.
And then came that one moment, the moment that a perfect holiday turned into a life-altering nightmare.
And it all happened so fast. It was day 5 of the trip. The sun was beating down, so Henry just runs into the sea to cool off. In one brief, thoughtless moment, he dives in and hits his head on the seabed. Seconds later, he's face down, paralyzed, and can only turn his head just enough to get out 2 words, "Help me."
Now get this number, 12. That's how many people Henry's surgeon in Portugal operated on every single year for similar injuries, just along that one stretch of coast. It's a really sobering reminder of how fast a perfect day can turn tragic.
What came next was just a descent into a physical and psychological abyss.
His condition was absolutely critical. A ventilator was breathing for him, a pacemaker was regulating his heart, tubes ran down his throat. He was completely dependent, trapped in a body he couldn't control, just so angry and frustrated, wanting to crawl out of his own skin.
But the deepest blow, the real gut punch, came when he saw his own reflection for the first time. He saw this razor-thin young man, 4 stone lighter, just lost in a bulky wheelchair with straps and tubes everywhere. He tried to look away, but he knew in a single heartbeat that this was his new reality.
As soon as he was alone with his mom, he just completely broke down. All that unreal, surreal feeling of hospital life vanished, and the sheer magnitude of his helplessness just hit him like a ton of bricks. He was inconsolable, just sobbing, "Why me? Why me?" This was rock bottom.
But it's from that absolute bottom that the turning point came. A moment of clarity in the dead of night that would change his entire perspective on everything.
Around 4 o'clock in the morning, after hours of just replaying the horror of seeing his reflection, something shifted. A calmness just washed over him. He realized there was no one to blame, that self-pity was totally useless. He decided, right then and there, to simply face whatever was coming.
And from that moment, he had a new mantra: accept and adapt. Now, this wasn't about giving up, not at all. It was about accepting reality to gain the power to move on and adapt. This simple phrase became the very foundation of his new life.
This new mindset led him to reclaim his life, not through physical recovery, but by finding a whole new purpose through creativity.
You know how his artistic journey began? Pure boredom. He was stuck in bed with a sore, just going out of his mind. So he found a basic drawing app, and using a stylus attached to a mouth stick, he just started to draw.
And just look at this progression. From those first simple scribbles on an iPad to these incredibly detailed and moving paintings, his talent just exploded. Can you imagine the focus, the sheer willpower it takes for every single line? He found a new way to express himself, a new passion to pour all his energy into. It's like adversity gave him this totally unexpected gift. And hey, this wasn't just a hobby. This launched a whole new life for him. He held a solo art exhibition, he became a sought-after motivational speaker, he was commissioned by major publications, and was even recognized as one of the most influential people with a disability in Britain. Just incredible. So this brings us to the core wisdom that he gained from all of this. It's a philosophy he calls the little big things.
He discovered that the greater the challenge, the more alive he actually felt. He came to believe that the effort itself, the striving, that's what gives life its deepest meaning.
And here's why this matters for all of us. His shift in perspective. He learned to find this profound gratitude in the simplest things. I mean, when you haven't been able to drink for weeks, that first drop of water is glorious. When you've been trapped inside, the sunshine feels like it's touching your soul. He realized how much he, and let's be honest, most of us, take for granted every single day.
Henry Fraser's story shows us that defeat, it's optional. His story is remarkable, not for what happened to him, but for what he chose to make of it. And it really leaves us with a powerful question, doesn't it? If someone who has lost so much can believe that every single day can be a good day, what's stopping the rest of us from finding the good in ours?